Greetings, diners, and welcome to another edition of The Cooking Zone here on the Doomstead Diner. And for those of you who have been following along, you may know that I prepared up a liver pate to enjoy with our 7th anniversary Doomstead Diner celebration dinner, and also to can it for future use after shit hits the fan day. Most of the work on the pate is done, and I was though searching through my refrigerator, which is a cornucopia of leftovers. And I found this. There you go. See that? What is it? Recognize that pink color? That is salmon. I made last week, I made baked salmon Alaska a la RE, if you've seen that video. Which not too many people have, because not too many people appear to be watching these videos. But anyway, and I ate most of it. I ate a good part of it as salmon sashimi, and then I made the baked Alaska, and then I also did some fried salmon skins as an appetizer out of that too. So I didn't have all that much left. You know, this is what's left of, you know, maybe a pound and a half of salmon. But in normal circumstances, this probably would have gone into the recycling bin for some animal or microbe or whatever to eat. But not in this case. Because, you know, if I'm making liver pate, then I might as well go all out and also make a salmon dip to go as an appetizer. So that's what we're doing today on this particular cooking show, is we're making a real easy salmon appetizer. You know, and it's become remarkably easier due to technological innovations, which you're going to get to see in a little bit. So this is the baked salmon, the leftover baked salmon, and this is a bowl that we're going to do the mixing in. And in the old days, if I made a salmon pate, or, you know, just tuna fish, you know, for a tuna sandwich or a tuna salad or something like that, I would need to do it with a fork, something like that, and you smush, and it's fairly time consuming and you know, tiring process, especially for a cripple. So kind of, you know, not going to do that. So, you know, need an alternative. And we have an alternative. Okay, so the salmon goes in, and then we're going to add some fresh dill. Okay, that is minced up into this, and we're going to add some softened cream cheese. Let me scoop out some of that. I don't think I need all of it. Maybe half. And that's pretty soft, yeah. That went in the microwave. That's why it's nice and soft. And then I'm going to add some sour cream. Okay? And this is going to be a very quick and easy recipe that you can use and make a really nice salmon dip for your appetizers, for your croutes. And I'm also making fresh croutes to go with this meal. And that's assuming I can get off the top of this sour cream container. Holy shit. Amazing how simple things become extremely difficult when you're crippled. So we're going to add some sour cream to this mixture. And your quantities here, you know, you'll get measurements on them. You know, use 3 tablespoons or 5 tablespoons or whatever. Good. But they're not all that critical. You'll get a pate or a dip that's a little thinner or a little thicker, depending on how much sour cream you add and how much cream cheese. And it, you know, how it comes out is how it comes out, you know. And now we'll add some lemon juice from a freshly cut lemon from some South American country, probably, or maybe Florida, who knows. That again is a matter of, you know, how much you want to use, how much lemon, and that's up to you. You kind of do it to taste and out of experience. You know, a couple of tablespoons of juice is probably enough in most situations, certainly for this one, and that one is history. I'll grab some of the salmon to get some of the lemon juice off of my fingers. And then we'll also add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Let me clean off my fingers first to this mixture. Okay, a little cleaner now. And you can also, you know, you could add other stuff. You could add a little teriyaki type sauce, or if you didn't smoke your salmon, and I didn't smoke this, I baked it. A couple more drops. You could add liquid smoke, and that sort of fakes the smoky taste for your dip, which a lot of people like, and I like, actually. But I'm not doing that in this one. Now we're basically ready to smush it up together, you know, and get it all nice and smooth. And so we can plate it up in a bowl of some type, or put it on the croute, which is what I'm going to do, and have it for an appetizer. But now normally, like I said, in the old days, I would have smushed this up with my hand and with this fork or some other fork. This is a spork, actually. It's got a spoon and a fork on either end. But not in this case. Today is the modern era of power tools. And, you know, power tools aren't only limited to, you know, circular saws. I kind of did a demo on cutting up Alaskan king crab and used a circular saw as a prop. I didn't actually cut the crab up with the circular saw, although I could have done that. But I was just trying to demonstrate, you know, how knife technology and motorized equipment has changed things for us as a culture and whatnot. And in this case, what I'm going to use, and if you watch the liver pate video, you saw us use, I was with my sous chef then, I'm by myself right now. We used a full-size food processor, and I won't use the brand name or anything like that. There are numerous ones on the market, and this one came in at a very good price on smile.amazon.com. And if you do buy stuff on Amazon, use the smile.amazon.com website, which is the subweb of Amazon, and designate the Sustaining Universal Needs Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit company which is concerned with renewables and with developing a sustainable lifestyle for Homo saps on the planet, and is involved in education and hopefully at some point building housing for people, for the homeless, a major concern of mine. But we haven't got there yet in terms of funding. But Subway, because then Jeff Bezos donates money to SUN, the Sustaining Universal Needs Foundation. It doesn't cost you anything. The price of the product remains the same, regardless of whether you buy it on regular Amazon or on smile.amazon.com. But if you do it on smile.amazon.com, then our foundation gets a small contribution. And just from my own contributions, because I buy shit all the time, we have added a few dollars. Not an enormous amount of money, but it's better than nothing, right? But if thousands of doomers or millions of doomers were doing this, then SUN would have enough money to really fulfill its goals, which we hope for. Okay, so now I'm not going to do it with the fork. I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to do it in the Cuisinart. I'm going to do it with this baby. This is a kind of a handheld food processor, and I will tell you the make. It's a KitchenAid, and it should blend up and smooth out this salmon mixture with great rapidity, much faster than I could do it by hand. So let's see what happens. And this is almost as much fun as using a power saw. And we actually had a minor disaster here at the beginning because the attachment came off, unfortunately, while I was doing some grinding of the salmon. But I got it back on, and so we basically got our salmon dip finished, more or less. I still got to do clean up and get it all together and go in a bowl and plate up and look decent. That's going to happen off camera. And that looks good. Oh, yum. Oh, God. Oh, that's great. Ah. So, the salmon dip is going to accompany the liver pate on our appetizer plate for the diner 7th anniversary dinner, which I hope you join us for. And we'll enjoy our meal. We're also having as main courses a ribeye steak and Alaskan king crab. So a lot of good food coming across the net. And of course, much better if you cook it at home for yourself, because then you actually get to eat it and not just look at it. But it's still good just to look at it. So that's all the cooking doom this time until next time here on the cooking zone of the Doomstead Diner. And we'll see you later.